Hi everybody. This is a short video to show you the functionality and how to use the magic matrix in the Prospect CRM system. So thank you for joining. My name is Stuart McLaren and I'm the Sales and Marketing Director at ProspectSoft, and I'll be taking you through this introduction to the magic matrix. So first of all, we should find out what the magic matrix concept is all about. Many of you may not have heard of the magic matrix before. And so interestingly, it's a Harvard Business School idea. And much like our RFM analysis, which is also built into the Prospect CRM, it's not something that we've made up ourselves. It's another well-known technique to grow sales. And as I say, was introduced and referenced by the likes of the Harvard Business School and many other scholarly articles if you look it up. Prospect CRM is designed to grow your business in two key areas, helping you to get more of the right type of customers and maximize your customer lifetime value so that you retain customers for longer. And the magic matrix feature that we've built helps you in both of these. So the concept is that the matrix effectively is a list of your customers down the y-axis and a list of your products across the x-axis. And you fill in a tick to say that this customer A, buys product 1, customer B buys product 2, 3, and 4. And obviously the intention is to identify where the white space is and approach customer A to see if we can sell them product 2, 3, 4, and 5, and try and fill in the whole matrix with ticks so that I've got as many customers buying as many of my products as I can. Now, in terms of how that works in real life, for most of you guys who run wholesale and distribution businesses, to list all your products across that x-axis would just be impossible, really. It would be a massive grid. And so we condense that down to being product categories. And so the magic matrix in ProspectSoft, how does it work? The intention is that you can target customers more strategically based on their purchase history and then build upsell and cross-sell. And so we're doing this by a grid of categories in customers rather than products. It guides you to build awareness on product categories that customers haven't bought yet and enables you to identify marketing opportunities to sell as many product categories to as many customers as possible. And our marketing campaign activities are used to help manage that so that you can build a campaign based on people that aren't buying from a particular category. And so having built those categories, and I'll come on to how we build those categories in a second, rather than just having a tick or not, we actually have 4 options in terms of what can appear in the matrix. So a red dot means that a customer is unaware, that they've never purchased, they've not been included in any kind of marketing campaign activity to make them aware of the product, or a salesperson has spoken to them and marked that they're aware. So they are basically, as far as the CRM is concerned, they are unaware that we sell that product category at all, and they've never bought it. Then I guess our intention is to try and move them on to being aware. So they haven't purchased it when they become amber or aware. They haven't purchased anything yet, but they are now, we've tried to make them aware. So they've either been included in campaign activity, or somebody has specifically spoken to them about it and made them aware. But they haven't bought, we haven't quoted them, we haven't got a live opportunity for them to sell from that magic matrix product category, but we have made them aware that we sell it. And then the next logical step is the blue dot, which is that we've not only made them aware, but they've also made an inquiry about that product. So we've either logged the fact that they're interested with an opportunity or created a quotation for something from that category. And that means that there is now an opportunity. We've got them as far as an opportunity. We think we may be able to sell from this product category to that customer. And then when they finally turn green, hopefully, it means that they have, in terms of their historic transactions that we hold from your back office system, that they have purchased from that product category. So we've got a green dot, and obviously, as you might expect, the aim is to go for green. So we want to get more green dots in the magic matrix that equates to those ticks that we were looking at earlier. But it means that many customers have bought as many product categories as possible. So that's the principle of it. It's a fairly straightforward principle, and you'll be able to see the grid when we go into the system in a second. But let me just tell you before we go on to a demonstration how to access the magic matrix in your prospect CRM system. The first thing you have to do is go into your settings. So this will need to be an administrator, somebody with admin rights. And if you go to system settings on the left under settings, and then just search through the system settings, as I've done in the top right-hand corner there for magic matrix, and you'll get this setting appear, and you need to tick enable in order to enable the magic matrix within your system. And then all the functionality I'm about to show you will come to life. One of the first things that you might look at is the dashboard that comes with the magic matrix. And so if you just simply go to dashboards and then the drop down, one of the options will be the magic matrix dashboard once you've turned it on in settings. And you get a dedicated magic matrix dashboard. So you can simply navigate to it from that way on the drop down. And then to access the magic matrix itself, you can either do that from the dashboard, or you'll have a new menu item under sales on the left-hand menu, which is magic matrix. And if you click on it, it will open your magic matrix. So yes, and this is from the dashboard. You can open it that way as well. So there's a couple of ways to get to it effectively. Okay, so let's go into a bit of a demonstration, have a look at what a magic matrix looks like in a prospect CRM system. Now, I'm going to use a demonstration system with fictitious data. Some of you will be familiar with this. It's a company that we run with Unleashed called That's My Jam. And as a company, we sell jam making equipment and ready-made jam and some components like jam jars and so on, and some ingredients like apricots and those sort of things, and jam itself as well. And so that's the business that we're dealing with here. We're a distributor. We sell to restaurants and to shops that sell jam. So we're selling B2B. Before I go to the magic matrix itself, I'm just going to pick a customer up. So if I go to my loyal customers and let's pick Flora's Farm Shop, for example, and this will be a familiar kind of record for you. If we go to our sales analysis, having turned on the magic matrix, obviously I've got my graph of invoices and orders and the top products that we're selling by value or order frequency. But once you've turned on the magic matrix, you get a third section at the bottom here that is showing me for this customer. So I can look as an account manager, customer by customer, which product categories that I've set for my magic matrix is this customer unaware of? We've never marketed to them. So ingredients. Which ones are they aware of? So we've targeted them with jam jars and large equipment, jam making equipment, but we've never got to quote for it or they've never bought it. We're not working on any opportunities at the moment for categories they haven't bought before. But they have also bought from all the other categories that we sell. And so I can see the intention is to move everything from unaware to aware to opportunity until they bought it. So you can work this customer by customer as well. And I thought that was worth showing, that for an account manager, when they're visiting a customer, they can have a quick look and see which of the categories has this customer not bought or maybe isn't aware of. So let's start with the dashboard. And so if I go to my dashboard drop down, I've got the magic matrix dashboard. And this shows me for the categories that I've got set up. And I should explain that these magic matrix categories, we import them initially from your back office system, from your product categories. And so if you go to a product, there'll be a product category on it, and that's the one that we use from your back office system. However, quite often those categories are set up for accounting purposes or stock control purposes more than sales purposes. So although in my case, these are quite appropriate for sales categories, there is a configure categories here. And whilst we've brought in the categories from, in my case here, Unleashed, but whatever your back office system is, I can obsolete these and set up some new categories and then go and put products in the new categories I've set up. So I don't have to use them, but as a starting point, it's usually a pretty good starting point. But you can reconfigure categories specifically for Magic Matrix purposes. So the dashboard is showing me for jam jars, what proportion of my customer base are unaware, aware, have opportunities, or have bought. And so jam jars, we're doing fairly well with the penetration into the customer base. The obvious one is that my ingredients, I'm hardly selling to any customers. In fact, we can get a proportions there. I've got one opportunity. And in fact, I can see this if we go to ingredients, there's that opportunity, somebody looking for a new supplier of ingredients, and I can drill straight to that opportunity if I want to and see what's going on with it. It's actually for Bill's Kitchen. We've got no campaign activities going on at the moment for that, so that might be one that I could work on. For jam jars, we've actually got a couple of campaigns going on, a telemarketing campaign that finishes at the end of this month, and an e-shot that went out earlier in the year. And we've got one opportunity that we're working on to close this month, ideally. And so, you know, we can see the details of all of these. I could go in and see what the campaign is and see who's been targeted with that campaign. So the dashboard really gives me a feed into the system of everything that's going on that I'm doing to try and increase the green sections on all of these categories. And I can get some detail by drilling down. Now, I said you could get to the Magic Matrix in two ways. So we can either go to the Magic Matrix here, or given that I'm on the dashboard, I've got the ability to just open the Magic Matrix from here. And this is exactly as we saw, you know, in that diagram from the Harvard Business School. I've got customers down the left-hand side, and I've got my categories across the top. And we're trying to achieve green dots. So I can see that Bill's Kitchen actually is a pretty good customer of mine. He has bought some jam making equipment, and I can see the history of that. This is directly from his sales history. We know we're working on an opportunity, looking for a new supplier of ingredients, and you know, so on and so forth. So if CASA is aware, they're aware of jam jars because of the telemarketing campaign that we've been running, and that we were able to make them aware through that campaign. Flora's Farm Shop is aware because of a telemarketing campaign of large equipment as well. And so you get a picture of what's going on here in terms of the various stages that people are at. And as we said, the more green dots, the better. So what I might do, having identified that our ingredients is kind of our worst selling category from the Magic Matrix perspective, is I could go through and try and build awareness on that. So I'm going to pick ingredients. I'll take the rest of these Magic Matrix categories out. So I'm not interested in those. I'm just going to target people with ingredients. I could, if I was going to do some telemarketing as an account manager, I could choose a specific account manager. I can choose RFM segments, and this might be sensible to do if I'm going to do an e-shot, say in this example. I want to target my champions, loyal customers, potential loyalists, new customers, and promising. They are the most likely that will probably buy if they haven't bought before. So 22 customers are now in this target list. 6 of those, I don't have any contact email addresses, so they won't be included. So I might, as an account manager, go and fix that first before I try and attempt this. And I could choose a specific industry. So if I was going to send a message about why a restaurant should buy ingredients for jam from me, and it was specifically a message to restaurants, then I could do that. or if it was to shops, why they should buy ingredients or whatever. So let's go forward with this. I'm going to target everybody who is unaware or indeed already aware but hasn't bought. So I'm not going to target people who've already bought. I could perhaps add to that anyone that we're working on opportunities, because we want to encourage them to push that opportunity forwards. So I've got 20 customers in my target list, and then what I can do is go through and either add them to an existing campaign or create a new campaign here and now to specifically target people with the ingredients. And then I can send that to MailChimp or set it as a telemarketing campaign and give the list out to people to phone, whatever I need to do. But it's as simple as that, to do a really focused, targeted campaign on a specific Magic Matrix category to try and build awareness and generate more opportunities. And as we said at the beginning, all of this is intended to increase the customer lifetime value of your customers in your business by getting them to buy more products more often and for longer. So that's the Magic Matrix. Let me just round up by talking to you perhaps about the next steps in terms of getting started with the Magic Matrix. If you go to your getting started area of the system, you can search for all the documentation that we've got on the Magic Matrix under docs.prospectsoft.com. And there's a whole load of help in there and articles that will tell you a bit more information about setting it up and the kind of things that you want to do. So hopefully that's a good introduction, and will encourage you to use the Magic Matrix in Prospect. It's another unique feature in our stock aware CRM system that should help you increase your average order values, increase the frequency that customers buy, and help you keep customers for longer. You know, those three compound growth factors that the Prospect CRM system can bring to your business. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have every success with your Prospect CRM system.